That's what I'm stressing on this point. Where is book? Where is book? Where is book? So kindly help me. This is my request.
Did I mention that the congregation is a sleeping giant? Sleeping giant. You wake him up. Get him out there, the sleeping giant. I'm going to give you a few tips to ponder, okay? Ready for tips? You hate tips? You don't like them? You want to see them? Yes, Vaisheshika. Okay. Here's pick the right fruits. I'll emphasize this. I spoke about it yesterday. Look for those who are open and interested and select them and go through as many people as possible. The right fruits are juicy and they have a nice color to them and so forth. The unripe fruits, they're stuck on the tree and it's really hard to pull them off. So if you do more selection than trying to convince every single person, you'll have a better time of it. Here's a picture of a ripe fruit. Maybe, we need the lights. Okay, here, look. Can you see this? This is at a Rath Yatra. This is a devotee on this side. And this person, I happened to be there at the time, took this picture. This person just happened to walk in for the first time, and he loved everything about the table, the whole Rath Yatra festival and everything like that. First time you'd ever seen it. And is that going to ruin your film? Okay. So, okay, notice the body language. Ripe fruit, right? Yes? Yes or yes? Yes. Okay. Here's an unripe fruit. You see the guy on the right? Remember with fanatics? What's the rule for dealing with fanatics? Don't. Just don't. This poor brahmachari, he hadn't taken the seminar yet. He stood there for about a half an hour taking all this abuse from this guy. And you can see his body language. There's only one way. He's going on and on. So here you go. Ripe, unripe. Ripe, there you go. See, you got to learn how. If you're going to pick fruits, you got to look and see where are the ripe fruits. And you look around, and then when the ripe fruits are there, you go and they're easy to pick. You take them right off the vine. Here's another point: core and explore. So there are many, many ways to do book distribution, and oftentimes we're doing the kind of book distribution that gets the best result, and we don't want to change it ever, because we are used to it. But if you diversify a little bit and you learn and find other venues that you can do without compromising your core, then you get more strength in your party. Because eventually spots dry up. We had airports for many years, and then the Supreme Court said, sorry, you can't stay here anymore, you got to leave. And everyone's like, where are we going to go? But when you plan ahead and you test out many different kinds of book distribution, you get more strength. Sure, you can turn it back on if you want. So we call this core and explore. So one thing is, you can do this individually and also as a group. If you do your 80% in the place that you usually do it, and then take 20% of your time to go try some new venues that you've always been thinking about. It won't hurt you. It'll actually help. You'll develop diversification. You'll be able to grow more. And individually, sometimes you think, I can only do like this. I don't want to try any other approaches. But learn a different approach, a different language or something, and then try it at the end of the day for 20% of the time. And you'll expand your repertoire. You'll become better at book distribution. Does that make sense? You're shaking your head no. Or yes. That means yes in India. Means no. Question? Yes. So let's say I go to door. That's what I do. And 100% of the time I go door to door. I don't do anything else. This Corn Explorer would say, go out, do door-to-door 80% of the time. And the other 20% of the time, try going store-to-store instead, if you've never done that. And experiment and see how it goes. Because we've found it experimenting and reaching out to different venues, there's great expansion available. You find new ways to distribute books, and it gives you your party strength. Make sense? Okay. All right. So just like you have here, we have the North American Sankirtan Leaders Team, and here you have ISLT, which is the India Sankirtan Leaders Team. Getting together on a regular basis through email conference, newsletter, conference calls, and things like this, and brainstorming and sharing best practices on a regular basis, very powerful. Here's some resources on fanthespark.com and this little link called Book Distribution. There are some recordings there. I mentioned about the recording of selling 45 sets in one Sunday program. You can go there and download that lecture and listen to it, and it gives some tips about how to sell full sets of books. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.